Hey, I'm Ashlyn from Hook Security, and thanks for joining today's episode of Template Teardown, where we share phishing inspiration, campaign ideas, all powered by insights from our platform. Let's go ahead and dive in. Today, we're going to go ahead and talk about the most effective templates that we've seen from insights within our platform. We're going to be going over a bunch of different types because most effective doesn't typically just fall into one category like brand knockoff, but it can really be all over the place. Let's go ahead and take a peek at some really tricky templates that you can get some inspiration off of. Now, chances are most people have seen DocuSign, especially if they work behind a computer. Here, we're letting them know that their account has to be activated. We're prompting them to click a link, all creating that urgency. This one, believe it or not, has a 22.65% fail rate. I mean, it's just insane what kind of reaction things like this can prompt. With DocuSign, it's a trusted brand. People tend not to question it, and so when they see the logo, they're pretty much sold from there. So by creating these style emails, you can really give your team the best tools needed to handle these tricky situations, because it's going to help them realize just because the logo slapped on there doesn't mean it's very legit. Now, the next email that we're going to go ahead and take a look at is going to be an Amazon email. With this Amazon email, we're letting them know about the details of their order. They can click into their order number, see what other customers have bought. And it's really great when you're creating these emails to think about those big household brands, things that everybody use and everybody trusts, because those are going to be things that people are more likely to interact with. And by you getting really creative and devious with the campaigns that you're creating, you're really going to be able to help equip your team with the tools needed to stay safe, not only at work, but at home as well. Because as we all know, these threats don't just stop when you clock out at the end of the day. Now, the last email that we're going to go ahead and take a peek at today is our notice of policy updates. With this email, we're letting people know about changes to employee information. We're letting them know where they can view those changes. We're providing them with this fairly professional email, letting them know how they can provide us with relevant information needed to make sure that they're up to date in their workplace. So this is really creating that sense of urgency, because you don't want to have to do it later. You want to make sure all of your information is correct. You get all the health insurance or whatever it might be that you're needing. So when you're creating these emails, think about what's going on in your company right now. Are you updating policies? Are you needing to get updated banking information for direct deposit? And that can be really helpful when creating these. Now, this template had over 2,000 interactions with a 7.2% fail rate. So it really goes to show you how impactful these kind of emails can be. Thanks again for joining this episode of Template Teardown, and we hope to see you next time.